Good morning, my fine feathered friends. My light just fell. All right, it's a good thing I don't believe in editing. Anyhow, let me fix my setup up here. There we go. Ta-da! As I was saying, good morning. I had a couple things I want to talk about before I get into these readings. I haven't even combed my hair yet today because I want to talk about Wrightson's video with Trevon. Guys, the part that killed me, and this is what I have decided, the part that killed me the most was I seen it on the news when the cops, it was a couple of years ago, when they had pulled up and dropped him off and left him for dead. It just breaks my heart. I'm trying not to cry. I get emotional. My emotional time's almost over. The 21st of this month, I will not be so emotional. All fire signs will be out of that emotional stuff. But I do need to be emotional for this. This boy, this young man, what killed me the most is he's sitting there telling those nurses and doctors, these cops are trying to kill me. So I got caught crying because I have a big house. I got caught crying about it. And my kids are like, why are you upset? And I showed them because they need to know. They need to know the only way I can protect them from the police is to educate them, but also to tell them that, hey, if you are ever faced with someone like that and they're telling you, hey, I need help, the cops are trying to kill me, are you going to be a bystander or are you going to stand up and try to help them? Because I want to raise the kind of kids that are going to stand up and try to help them. And had I been there, I would have stood up because I have stood up before and I have protected my friends and I will do it again. I would protect a stranger. I would protect anybody. Those doctors and nurses should have stood up. Now, when I went in and I had that head injury and they arrested me on the domestic, that I was the one that was beat. Those doctors were telling him, look, she's got a hairline fracture in her skull. Okay. I had I can't think of what it's called now. Uh, I couldn't move. Like I was down for a couple of weeks from that head injury. and, and you know, the funny thing, that actually is what prompted all my, gifts, the rest of the gifts where I see and communicate with the other side. So, but I regret nothing. I regret nothing. But those doctors and nurses had begged those cops, look, they had begged those cops. Did y'all enjoy that? I'll do it again. Um, as doctors and nurses had tried to talk the cops out of taking me, but Since they had already ran my name, there was not much that could be done, right? Ignorant stuff, which it was at the officer's discretion. They could have sat there and said, you know what, hey, she has this injury. They ended up letting me out a few days later after Spall Jarrett tried to kill me. We got to do something. We got to come up with solutions. We got to come up with things. My mom had suggested, now, Sarah, over Jeebus Crisp, Sarah, this would be something that you could help me with. I need to figure out how to write a bill, how to come up with a bill to propose up to the state or the county or whatever so that we can get the right care for people and the right things going on. Like for instance, if someone admits that they have a drug problem and they need help, they don't need all those charges. A lot of people won't admit that they need help because they're afraid of getting charged, and then they're already in a low spot in life. And so then they have to go through these rehabs, and they have to wear the ankle monitor, and they have to pay for all these fees and stuff and charges to the county, because that's what you guys do. That's what they do. They tack on stuff. Yeah, you can go to my rehab, but you're going to have to wear an ankle monitor, which you have to have a charge for. It's awful. It's awful. It's awful. I don't like it. None of us like it. I know that my group and my crowd, we want to make some changes, and we need to. We desperately need to. I was going to show you a clip of it, but you all know Rights On. Go over to his channel. Please read or listen to that recording about that young man. I feel so, I cried. I cried like a baby. And be the person that would, I'm just going to teach my kids, man. You got to be that person that's got the heart and is willing to help. Um, what kind of person are you if you're not willing to try to help someone else? Okay. And I know those agents were like, or doctors or nurses were like, hey, what are we going to do? We're nobody. We can't go up against the cops. We've been trained to be afraid of them for so long, it's hard to learn to stand up. And we got to stand up. We got to stand up. Everybody needs to stand on their square, and they need to know their rights, and they need to stand on them. And so that's what we need to do. And in order to try to help these people, we have to be the change that we want to see. We have to be the reason that people believe there are good people out there. Now I said it. I don't have to say it at the end now, which I will. But today, let's switch gears here. Today, we're going to talk about, or I'm going to read the air signs. Now, Aquarius is an air sign. Aquarius is the bringer of intelligence. Okay, they're a mind shift. Aquarius is enlightenment, truth, intelligence. It's just one of the air signs. So I'm going to go through all the air signs with you, and I'm going to read them today. So today is for you. I had a request for an Aquarius reading, and that's why I went on and said, hey, I want to talk about Aquarius, because I can't remember who it was that requested that reading. I was going to give you an individual reading, but it had occurred to me that I have not read air signs yet, so I'm just going to do it now, okay? And if you have, I can't find your comment. I found it yesterday when I did Us versus Them PGH. That's another great channel They are helping people learn their rights. They're standing on their rights. They're standing their ground. That's another channel to support. Um, and I would rather, of course, I want to grow my channel. Who wouldn't? Who doesn't? But if I'm going to recommend any channels to follow, they're one because of the great work that they're doing. So that's for you guys. Us versus them, PGH. Check them out. I did their reading yesterday. I'm going to smoke a bowl here in a minute. We're going to talk about some stuff. We're going to read. I've noticed all these readings are turning out quite a bit different, which they should. They should turn out different. That's a good reader if they're different. I've always thought I was a decent reader, anyways. And I'm really good at the astrology charts. So, like I said, if anybody wants to get into that, we probably will start getting into some of the astrology charts. I'm going to show you guys mine and teach you about it, and we'll go from there. Now, this is how I make my living. So, if anybody wants an individual personalized reading, you can email me at cgiammarco6198@hotmail.com. And we can schedule a reading. I take the payment through PayPal. I only charge 99 cents a minute. If you want to pay for 10 minutes, you can pay for 10 minutes. I will give you a 10-minute reading, and so on. So I just figured I'd put that information out there for you, okay? I need to change my name up here so it says Psychic Soul Senses. Unfortunately, I do use Zoom for personal readings and meetings, and so that's why I have my name up here. But that being said, I think I am going to start with Aquarius first. I'm going to check and see what's going on astrologically for my air signs, okay? I had to get that out, guys. I had to get that out. I was married to a Gemini. I was married to a Gemini. That was my first husband. He was 101st Airborne. Peace, Mike. May you rest in peace. He was a good man, and he had to go through a lot over there, and he took his own life. He was the first one that came back to communicate with me and tell me, Krista, everything that you've been taught is wrong. You need to go back and relearn. Um, God was the second one that told me, and then Derek was the third. So I will do a video one day and talk. Look at the Emperor, how pretty he is. Isn't he pretty? Look at all those colors. That's the bottom of the deck. Um, I will do a video probably in February, well, March, because that's when Derek died. And I'm going to talk about my first communication with God and him. I'll tell my story again. I tell it every year. It is a tradition, but which I was told to tell the story. God told me to tell the story and share it. And I haven't been working on my book lately, but I do need to get back to that. So I'm in a good mood, guys. Other than that, writes on. But hey, that needs to hit home. That needs to hit home. Other people need to be like, hey man, that broke my heart when he was begging for help, right? All right, so we got Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. Now, I do know that just pick me up. That song is stuck in my head, guys. You know what? Never mind. It was a thought. I can't tell you guys all my thoughts. I can, but I won't. I'll save it. I love the astrology zone, guys. There's a lot of cool stuff to learn on the astrology zone. Let me put this down. Just pick me up. Perfecto. El perfecto. Let's see what's going on. What's going on? What's going on? My dad's a Libra. I'm married to Gemini, and my moon sign is Aquarius. Aquarians are very humanitarian. Aquarians are cool people. Okay, so astrologically, I can't see anything right now that's going on. I'm gonna have to actually go into my software and look at what houses, and I should have went ahead and done this before I got on here, but I did not. I was not fully prepared. Astrology Zone. Astrology Zone has an app too, by the way. You can check that out. How will 2023 be for Aquarius? Oh, I got some information. 2023 is going to be a good year in terms of financial. Aquarius people may find new job opportunities and may start new occupations. This year would be beneficial for people who belong to Aquarius sun sign. All the desired wishes will be fulfilled this year. I want to see if that's what shows up for Aquarius. So that's the one we're going to do first. Let's get into it. So, Aquarius. See? Anyways, in the Bible, when they say the man with the water pitcher, because they always picture Aquarius with the water pitcher, the water barrier. He actually is the bringer of air. Aquarius is the air bringer, the bringer of air, a new atmosphere. Have you ever noticed if you're around an Aquarius that the room will shift as soon as they come in, whatever they're feeling? They're another powerful person. Aquarians are very good people. Um, I love them. And the other day when I was talking about Scorpios, I love Scorpios. I do. I was married to one. Scorpios have the energy of it's all or nothing. So either they're very lovey or they're very angry. So it's one extreme or the other with them. I wanted to clear the air with that because I almost sounded like I don't like them, but I like all the signs. Hey, I like all the signs. Okay, I like you all. I'm gonna try to get some more light. Okay, that's better. Because see, when I show you the cards, I want you to be able to see them. Now, let's get back. Let's get back to business. Okay. My teeth are broke. What's going to happen for Aquarius over the next 6 months is what we're looking at. We want to see how Aquarians are going to be. Yay! Oh, this is interesting. I haven't been showing you guys the reversed cards, and I decided I'm going to start doing that because reversed does mean something. Now, a lot of readers, some readers, I'm not going to say a lot, some readers don't do reversed, and that's okay. I do reversed because I do want you to know the good and the bad coming in, okay? So I'm not trying to hide. But you got the death card. It's your first card. Now, it's upside down. So that's an ending to something, right? But not a death, not a physical death. Oh, look. See, when I told you I almost cut my finger off? That's horrible. But it did good, man. It did good. I think I did better than if I would have had stitches. So, anyways, back to Aquarius. Let's get back to business. I know I'm kind of crazy, guys. Hey, man, you gotta be crazy to live with 12 people, right? Right? I think my dog wants out. Let me get to her. Aquarius, there's an illness or someone around you that's had an illness that now that is coming to an end. That's what that card was representing, your end. It's not a death, it's an end. Let me let my dog out. Hey, I'm going to pause this and let my dog. All right, so the dog's out now. Let's get this done. Let's get this going for Aquarius. It's the age of Aquarius. It really is the age of Aquarius, guys. And it's fitting, because we are going into a time of change, complete change. And Aquarians are the humanitarians that are going to be guiding us and leading us through this. Okay, you got the 5 of coins. Yeah, it's showing a glare on it, but that's a cool card, isn't it? Let's get that down a little. There we go. I like how that white on that is. That's pretty cool. Should have done that. Okay, so five of coins. And if you notice, though, if you look at this card, now what I'm gathering from this is a ray of light. It is from the 2 cards that I just pulled out, recovering from maybe an illness or something that you were going through. It that's ending. It was traumatic or it was a hard time, maybe financial struggle. It's now over. It shows it's over. And this card represents that ray of light. And that looks real good right there. You can see the woman holding a child, and she's actually getting help from this man. Well, you can look at it either way. If it was upside down, it would be the opposite, but it's not. So she's actually getting help from that man. Now, the thing is, those coins up there represent your ideas, your thoughts, things that you have been contemplating, brewing, are now going to come into motion. Okay. The high priestess. Aquarians are the most psychic of the entire zodiac. Okay. I don't know whether they realize it or not, but they are. They're very intuitive. They can read a person in seconds. Okay. And the high priestess represents that. It represents stepping into your internal power, stepping into your light. Okay. So that means pretty much your goals and things that you're working on this year, or maybe you were working on them to bring them into the new year, they are now going to take off and soar. Okay. Justice. That is cool. Justice. Things come out in your favor. Things will be coming out in your favor, is what it shows. I love the Justice card. When it's upside down and it's around the Ten of Swords, that's usually jail. It always showed up as jail for me. Like if, or if I was reading someone and they were going through stuff, like a court issue, and they're like, "Hey, see if I'm going to go to jail." If it showed up that way, they went to jail. But for you, it shows justice in your dealings. It shows that you are in the right place. It also shows your honesty. Okay. Not everybody's going to be honest with you, Aquarius, but you're very honest. Okay. Nine of coins is harvest. It's harvest and fruition. It is taking those goals to the goalpost, making that touchdown. So now's the time for you to, like, your finances look really, really good. You've got a lot of coins. This is harvest. This is growing your business, right? This is growing your anything that you work on is going to it's going to grow. It's going to come up. It's going to go to harvest. You will not, in fact, all your goals will be completed. You're not the kind of person to sit back and be like, I'm going to do this. And then 6 months later, it may happen. You're going to start, um, it's going to go quick. Anything you deal with is going to go quick. So if you want to start your own business, now's the time. You want that promotion, now's the time. Play the lottery. You're very lucky right now, too. Ooh, my stomach just did flips. Does anybody? My stomach just did 10 somersaults. Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is a person. That's a fire sign. Okay. Also, it represents going through, coming through is what it represents. Coming through a situation. All right. But this is also could be a fire sign, someone that is your ally, someone that is with you, someone that can help you if needed, or a fresh new perspective. Okay. It's upside down. You got the Two of Wands. It is upside down. Now, the Two of Wands upside down means your path is clear. You are not indecisive. When you make your decision on something, it is clear. You don't have a what if this or a what if that, or maybe it could go this way. No, you already know what direction you're going in, and you're headed there. You're going to be very successful this year. You got the Ace of Swords, and that actually represents a year, but also it is honesty. And we've been talking about that a lot with Aquarius because they are very honest. What I like about Aquarians too is, like I said, they're humanitarians. So Their honesty is not as brutal as, say, Sagittarius. And they make you think. I love Zoom. So, as I was saying, their honesty is not brutal. They actually will be the kind of person that's soft, like, have you thought about this? Have you thought about that? What if this, when helping someone? So you've got honesty, and you're honest with yourself too, Aquarius. That's what I like about you. Like, you can be honest with yourself. And that's a hard thing nowadays. You got to get honest with yourself if you're making significant changes in your life. Heartache, it's upside down. This is good. This is a good one to be upside down, because that means that you got something new coming in. If you are a single Aquarius, that means your heartache is ending. That means that you will be coming into a good relationship, something good. No heartbreak. Your heart is healed. And then you got the star. I love the star. The star is your wishes, what you wish upon, your desires, your third eye. Look at that. Her third eye is lit up. And she's the water bringer, which this is actually the card for Aquarius. If you were reading yourself, this card would show up, or a sword would show up for you, like a Queen of Swords or whatever, or a King of Swords. So this is getting this is a shift for Aquarius. Aquarius is going into a mental shift. So you're going to be thinking about things differently now. And that's okay. The difference is that you're going to be, let's see how to explain this better. It's like, okay, remember when I was talking about the eclipses and how a certain group of people will go and it's like they have an enlightenment period, right? And things start coming down from Christ or God or whoever you communicate with, source. Your connection is going to be strong and stronger, and you're going to get new information. And it's like an enlightenment phase for you, Aquarians. A new way of thinking is showing up. Ace of Wands. You got something showing up in about a week for Aquarians that is going to be a game changer. It goes right with that card of a new way of thinking. Okay. So that means if you had put in, maybe you requested a loan, your information will come out for that. You requested other information, it will come through. Whatever you are dealing with will come through. You're deciding to write a book, or you did write a book, it's going to be published, it's going to be a great seller, things like that. Some information is showing up in a week that is showing movement towards your goals. Okay, it's showing success. Page of Cups, that's your water, that's actually a messenger of emotions. And with the cards there, it looks good because it showed the Ace of Wands next to it. So right there, those two cards, that's a messenger. So that means that, your information that's coming to you in about a week is something that you've been waiting for. It's good news. All right, Aquarians, I hope that was good for you. I got to go to the next air sign and go on, but whoever that was that had requested a reading, if you want an individual reading, I will do that for you and post it, or we can do it in my email. Again, it's CGIAMMARCO 6198 at hotmail.com. Email me and we will work on a personal reading. Or, like I said, and it is Tarot Tuesday tonight, so if you want, you can ask questions tonight. So the next one I'm going to do is Libra. Libras are cool. I love Libras. My dad's a Libra. Libras are really cool. Laid back. They're not very temperamental, but they will stand their ground. They like to weigh stuff out, right? They are the scales of justice. They believe in doing the right thing. And hey, that's my dad all the way. Grew up Catholic, raised in church, always wanting to do the right thing, always wanting to be on the right side of stuff. So let's get that Libra going. Woo woo. Nah, I'm reshuffling. What? That's beautiful.
I know, I just kind of messed up and it kind of stained that. See, this is just back that I'm drawing so I can wash it off quick.
All right. All right, Libra, here we go. First card that shows up is heartache. That's in your first house. That is some kind of heartbreak going on, but it's also deceit. Okay. So that means that I know you're hurt. You could be hurt right now. It's an emotional heartache, is what it shows. Being stabbed in the heart. That's what it is. So let's see what's up. Queen of Coins. Queen of Coins is the card that goes over top of that. That's your current situation. That's your current surroundings. You've got heartache right there, but you've also got the Queen of Coins. Now, the Queen of Coins, it's definitely a female presence, okay? And she could either be part of the heartache or someone to help you get through that heartache, someone close to you. All right, Libra, if this is relationship issues, I feel you. I'm going to have to plug my light in, guys. Hang on just a second. Let me do this real quick. All right, sorry, I had to fix my lamp. It's a lot better. See, we can see each other now. I don't want y'all to see my messy room, man. Telling you. Telling you what? I'm telling you right. Anyways, I love these cards. I think I'm going to go buy me another deck. I think I want a couple decks. Hey, has anybody watched Rich Roll? I like him, but it seems like it's always about relationships on his readings. He like don't have it seems like not a variety, but he is very I love Rich Roll. Like he's very positive and he's always telling people this positive stuff, you know? He's really cool. I like Rich Roll. And what's cool is he's a guy. He's a dude reader. I love dude readers. I have a friend. I have a dude friend reader. You know who you are, dude. I'm not going to say your name, but you know who you are. Okay. So the 901s, I talked about this card yesterday in my reading, Mike, but this is the card of coming through a battle, right? So making it through to the other side, coming through unscathed. You've still got your wits about you. Look, even though that heartache was bad, you don't have to carry it with you anymore. You can let it go. Unless it was a loss of like someone I understand carrying that. you know, but you're going to heal just fine. You're going to heal fine. It shows pretty much the storm is behind you and the struggles are behind you. So that's what that card represents. And that's right above your head. So referring to the heartache that you're going through, whatever it may be, financial heartache, relationship heartache, family heartache, you know, love is what I mean by relationships, but family heartache, whatever the heartache is, it shows that you're getting through it and you're going to be fine. You may not think that. So Libra, if it was about love, you've got someone new coming into your life. It shows strong bonds. It shows someone coming in new. It shows family. That's marriage. That's a unit. That's togetherness. If it's not about relationships, like if it wasn't about love, then this is your family and the people that are there to help you and guide you. This is your unit. This is people you have on your side. Look at the little bunny and the two little bunnies. They're going to go make babies. Just figured I'd tell you that. Spring. If you're single, by spring, you won't be. So it just popped into my head. I had to tell you that. Wow. So I feel like Libra has went through a bunch of struggles lately. And I feel like they feel like that they're walking up a hill like a mountain with all the weight on their shoulders. And they do carry a lot. Libra does carry a lot and they don't tell. They don't tell. They just carry it. They carry everybody's stuff too, not just their own. All right, guys. I love Zoom. You didn't even know I had to push pause on the video and go chase my dog down so she don't have puppies already. Crazy days in the neighborhood. Let's get back to this reading. I'm on Libra. Okay, so Libras feel like they're always carrying the weight of the world on their shoulders, and they do. They will take other people's pain, they will carry it. They never complain, it seems like most of them don't. And they always look to the bright side, right? And they're always weighing stuff out for sure. And then you got the devil was the next card after that. And the devil, I said the devil's in the details, but or the details are in the devil. And the devil's okay. It's not bad where it's at. It's just showing that, you know, Libra, sometimes you can be your own worst enemy by not communicating, by not getting stuff out. You need to get stuff out. You need to not carry everybody's stuff. That's just what I think. That's what I'm picking up. The King of Coins. Finances are going to look pretty good for you. If you've been having struggles lately, it shows your finances are going to change and pick up. Okay. Two of Cups. That represents a relationship, a love relationship. Okay. And it shows a balance, especially where you have the King of Coins and the other cards with it. It shows a balance coming in with your relationships. You got the Page of Cups, and that's the messenger of love. So if you're single, you have love coming to you. If you're in a relationship, it shows that bond getting stronger. And then you got the Fool. Something new is showing up for you, something you've never done, something you've never experienced, and you're going to be going into it without any prior knowledge of what to do. Now's the time to hit your knees and pray. Pray for guidance. That's all you got to do. Ask Source to help you. The Ten of Swords. That's being stabbed in the back. That's also the card of things downward spiraling. That's the Tower. It's not this card. It's being stabbed in the back. You need to be more focused and not on other people's issues, Libra, because you're good at that, but be more focused on yourself, your soul, because it shows that you could be easily misguided, and it shows that you could be easily taken advantage of. Nobody wants that. And then you got the Four of Coins coming through the other side of that crap. It actually shows you holding the bag, holding the money, holding the finances. You've got a windfall of money coming your way, whether it could be lottery, but definitely over the next 4 months, your money gets better for you. So you got that. All right, the next one is Gemini. Gemini. I'm going to pause this. All right, Gemini, let's see what's up for you. Fancy straw. I have another urinary tract infection, so I have to drink a lot. It was bad. I should have been on a bunch of antibiotics. Yeah, that stuff's no joke. I can't shuffle like all those other psychics because my hand isn't good. But I'm still a psychic. I'm not. People make fun of that. It makes me mad. Well, you should have known you're a psychic. It don't work like that, bud. You know who you are when you said that. That was back during the chilly days. When I actually thought that he was trying to help people. And so when I questioned it, which I got proof I was questioning it a long, long time before a lot of other people were, I got ridiculed for questioning it. And on one of those videos, someone said, well, you're a psychic. You should have already known. I blocked his ass. So he probably don't know then. Oh, let's get back to Gemini. I gotta go make breakfast. Gotta go make brunch. Queen of Coins is the first card.
Right there. And Fluffy.
All right, so
Bye.
Queen of Coins. That is a female, or it could just be feminine energy. You gotta think about that too. But the Queen of Coins, she actually represents your finances, Gemini. And that's your first card. This card shows that that struggle is over. So you have been having some financial struggle, and it shows that it's about to come to an end. Okay. You got strong ties and bonds with your family and also relationships. It's right above your head. That's your main priorities is your finances. Hey, we ain't seen this card in a while. Your main priorities right now is your family and your finances. And then you have the Three of Wands. Okay. That's representing a decision or something that was made, but now that ship has sailed. Okay. But it's something that you regret. You regret letting it go. The reason this is coming up is because you're about to go through a phase where you have the opportunity to get that back. Okay. Probably financially, because where it was showing your finances and family. It's exactly what it is. It shows celebration, the Three of Cups. So, an opportunity is coming your way, something that you have missed in the past, but now you have the opportunity to take advantage of it. So, do that. Illnesses does show up for you. So, Gemini, definitely be in tune with your body. Listen to yourself. A good way to know what's going on with your health is to go into meditation. For real, if you go meditate and you clear your mind and you pull that energy up and you ask, or just listen to your body. Clear your mind and listen. Listen to what's going on in your body. Listen to where that energy goes. Feel that energy. Ask, and one of those nodes will let you know. And then that's something you need to work on, right? You need to check, get blood work done, check your blood pressure, keep your sugar intact, things like that. But definitely be careful. And also, you might want to take some things to help boost your immune system. I'm not going to say anything because I'm not a physician and I don't want YouTube to strike me. I got striked when I said that um, on that video, which was cybernetics. I'm gonna go ahead and redo that video. I don't know when, but when I said that um, that chip goes inside, that was wrong. It don't go inside. We'll see, but it don't, and that's how I got struck. So, Nine of Swords is illness, and it's right across from your celebration. So you need to be careful. Also, though, where it's across from celebration and families above you, you could be dealing with some addiction in your family or something that's going on there. Okay. Or a family member illness. All right. So keep in check of that. The Empress shows up for you. This is what shows up for me a lot in my cards, like to represent me. She's in charge, but she's very intuitive and she listens to her gut. And she follows that. She's always in tune. So she's always listening to her gut. And that's what Gemini is about to go into. A time where things become more clear for you and your instincts kick in. Okay. So you got that going on. Three of Swords. It shows heartache above that Empress, but that tells me that that's something that you've been expecting and probably putting off. So if it's a relationship that just keeps going in that negative cycle, now's the time to break it, get loose, and move on. Um, if it's not a relationship, it is something that you know is going to break your heart. It's something that you've known for a while, so you need to take care of it. If it's lies, someone's been lying to you, someone's been deceiving you, maybe they're not telling the whole truth. A situation, maybe you was told that it was okay, but it's not, so you need to take care of that. The High Priestess shows up over top of that. She's a cycle. She represents a cycle, a circle of things here. High Priestess. Again, it's going back to Gemini. Get in tune because your instincts have been right. When your gut is telling you something and you're Ego steps in and says, no, 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 maybe it's not that way. No, you're right. You're right on it right now, Gemini. You're right on it. Stay on it. Don't doubt yourself. When that little voice tells you that you're in the right place, the right time, where someone's deceiving you, or this is going on, or make this, or make this thing, or whatever's going on there with you, Gemini, you're right. You're right. Whatever you're thinking, you're right. Queen of Swords shows up. You've got a lot of people on your side. A lot of people back you. A lot of people are drawn to you, Gemini, and you've got a lot of supporters. So if you think you're going to come through this alone, think again. Six of Wands, that's your victory. That's your victory. That means you come out through this situation on the side of victory. You got the Eight of Swords. That's your bondage right there. That's the card I was telling you guys about jail when that shows up. Like you're imprisoned. You've either imprisoned yourself because you don't want to see the truth or something. It doesn't show legal issues with you, so I don't feel like that's what it is. I feel like that you've put yourself there by not looking at the truth. Then you got the Nine of Coins. The Nine of Coins is really good. That's your harvest. That's things coming through for you. That's your finances. Your finances look really, really good for you, Gemini. Looks like you're going to do really well. Your struggles are pretty much over in that department, but like you do have some other issues you need to clear up. And remember to trust your instincts. You're right on it, Gemini. You're right on it. All right, guys. So that's it for the air signs. I'm going to go ahead and hop off here. I want you all to have a wonderful, blessed day. I hope this video goes far, and I will see you all tonight. I'll get your earth signs out tomorrow, okay? Tonight we're going to talk about the moon signs, the sign that the moon was in when you were born and what it means. Remember, be the reason that someone believes in good people.